ethics that this board is bound by. So with that, I would ask, what would you advise a resident to do in this situation? Discuss with a trustee over their private email, or just shut up? That's a question to you guys. Would any of you tell me to use your private emails to discuss something like sitting down with you and the supervisor? You're all just gonna stare. I'm coming to you guys for advice. I don't know what to do. I feel someone's lying about me. I feel that they are doing it in violation of your ethics. What do I do? Nothing, guys?
Peter, I would offer, if you have a personal matter, you may need to seek legal counsel to provide guidance.
I don't believe that a trustee violating the ethics that you are bound by as a board is a personal matter.
Thank you for your input, Peter. Concerns of board members?
I have a question about, when you mentioned that there were going to be AV proposals coming in, did we?
I've got one.
Oh, did you put a bid out, or you're just?
I just contacted 3 different companies.
Okay.
And I do have one back. It's a proposal to redo this room and the new conference room. And I was disappointed in one of the, I guess, engineering statements. They want to go back to basically the same type of mics that we have. New mics, but the same thing. I wanted to see in-ceiling mics, and I have not discussed the proposal with the salesperson to find out their logic. They said it wouldn't work in this room. I want to find out why it wouldn't work. And if it has to do with the flooring, size of the room, or find out the rationale behind it. But I do have one proposal that I think I can send you electronic copies of it and so on. It won't make much sense to you.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we get,
It's a list of parts.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking more to make sure that the technology we pay for is sustainable, at least as long as technology is actually sustainable these days, but, and that it really does improve accessibility.
Oh, the biggest problem we have with the mics is not the mics, it's how we use them. And by buying new mics that look the same, I don't see as an improvement. They're going to utilize the same speakers, but they're going to use different technology in terms of we'll have TV screens and so on, which is a big improvement in connectivity with the outside. It'll be run with a computer, so therefore, if we want to put the meetings online and so on, so Peter doesn't have to videotape them film them every time, we can do that ourselves with that technology.
Yeah, so the mics actually feed into the technology on the computer, and so people in here can hear, okay.
We're, I believe, meeting with a second vendor maybe next Monday. So it's coming along, but we'll continue that.
And then the other thing is, can we update our drinking fountain?
Can we do what?
Can we update our drinking fountain? Can we do the water bottle drinking fountain?
Yeah, we can certainly look into
Price
it.
it out.
The reason why the drinking fountain is turned off is the county said we had to turn them off, but never said we could turn them on, even when specifically asked. I saw last weekend that the city of Ann Arbor has theirs back on.
Okay, yeah.
have 2 of them. They're called lap mics. The ones that we have are compatible with our system, but they were so sensitive that they were picking up the feedback, and it wasn't working.
I think we need advice from an architect and an audio engineer.
An audio engineer for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna have to be, I would think, hardwired into the system. And the time to do it is when there's a run of it.
Well, the audio engineers didn't like the idea of the ceiling mics, and they said these were the best way to go, but they haven't explained why.
Well, I mean, can't the sensitivity be adjusted?
There's a whole universe of microphones.
Oh, not,
There's a whole universe. I mean, clearly microphones work on stages with giant sound
Exactly.
systems.
I cannot believe that this can't be made to work. It just makes no sense to me.
John, can we amend the agenda to allow another public speaker?
I didn't hear a closing of public comments.
Please turn the mic up so we can. Thank you.
All right, this is the Webster Township Policy and Procedure for Code of Ethics.
And your name?
Mark Van Boris. I think I've met most of you. Its date is 21 May 2019, and it was voted on. So compliance and enforcement. The Ethical Code of Conduct expresses standards of ethical conduct expected for representatives of the township. Each person has the responsibility to assure that ethical standards are understood and met, and that the public can continue to have full confidence in the integrity of government. You guys have all read this recently, I'm assuming, right? Reviewed it? John, you got my emails? Okay. John Sharp, your interest in the shared driveway language, is that of your own? You own 3 lots that do not have public access or public road easement.
I have more than 3 lots, and they all have public road access, sir.
Do
And
they?
that's public record, and it's not relevant.
Okay. Was this code of ethics followed at all in 2016 when there was trespassing accusations on the landing strip? I think the landowner is going to make
I wasn't even
public
aware
comment.
of that until you made me aware of that a month ago or whatever it was.
That's not the story going around the township.
Okay, that may not be
The
the story.
landowner-
I have no responsibility in the
Okay.
stories, but you did point that out to me, and you said there was a police report.
I did not say anything about a police report.
Either you or Peter, one or the other, said there was a police report.
I happen to know that the township contacted legal counsel on that incident.
I don't know that.
So this code of ethics is in line with other townships in the area, correct? I'll ask, how many entities of state government have been called to push the interest of the board this year? What is the chain of command among township officials, and who authorizes inquiries into constituents without filed complaints? What authority does Webster Township officials have over food safety? Shelley Versick and her husband called MDAR to have Peter Stevens' farm investigated, all while actively campaigning for I have a FOIA.
The FOIA says I did not do that.
A Webster Township official, a phone number, and
FOIA very clearly says that was not done.
Excuse me.
Sir, we did you a favor by changing the agenda order to allow you to speak.
what do you have to say for yourselves about holding each other accountable? I'm not the only one seeing it. I'm just up here speaking. There are a lot of eyes in the community watching.
Any other comments of board members?
I have one.
Yeah.
There was talk previously of Wi-Fi available for public.
Yes, and there was some little glitch in that, and we may have to change routers. Again, we should know fairly soon. Bill's been off for 2 weeks, and he started looking into it, and that was what he came up with. It'll be resolved shortly, but we are working on it.
Maybe by next meeting.
I would hope so.
Hope so too.
And Wi-Fi is available, with use of password.
Thanks.
Other comments, board members?
Yeah, we'll be talking about this next month, but I'm concerned about the shared driveway required width of 18 feet. I know we talked about, and that would be 15 feet, if that's certain standards, but 18 feet, I'm sure there are plenty of roads maintained by the road commission that don't have an 18-foot wide driving surface, so I think that's excessive.
Have you been up Scully Road lately? How wide's the
Well,
bridge?
that's a private road.
No, I mean,
not
not that,
I would
just
measure
the mile
Chamberlain-
before.
I would measure Chamberlain Road, but I'll bet it's not 18 feet.
I think Brent will want to bring that
So
up to
it is,
standard.
the reason I bring it up is I want everybody to just think about that before we get to that section of the ordinance. Do you really mean that? Because that's, for a driveway that goes back to one house, it has to be 18 feet wide. That's nuts.
Other comments? Any kind of motions?
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Those in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.